Hi guys. So what I'm hearing from my friends that are doing this is that y'all are ready for some junk food. And that's my favorite part. And I take my junk food very seriously. So I thought I'd show you a recipe that I like to use that's my favorite. I'm squatted down because I'm never in my life dreamt I'd show anybody how to cook anything in a kitchen. And I have a cactus holding my camera up, so just bear with me and laugh with me and not at me. So I'm going to show you how to make my favorite fat bombs. And I do still have to look at my recipe because I don't have this memorized by heart. You can, if you just want to roll these up in balls and put them in the freezer, you can put these ingredients in any order that you want to, and it's going to be fine. That's a beautiful pony. Thank you. But if you want to bake them so that they feel like real cookies, definitely do it in order. And I'm going to show you the order to do it in. And then if you want, that's hot. And then I'll show you the, I'll send you the actual picture of the recipe too. Okay? So first things first, it calls for 1 stick of butter. And I melted my butter in the microwave. I've already pre-done it. Okay. Nope, that's all you get. Mama needs a rest. So I pre-melted my stick of butter. It's in this bowl right here. I can't pick it up because it actually is hot. The next thing you're going to put in is a 1/2 cup of sweetener. I use a stevia blend, and it's made by Puree or something like that. I get it at Walmart. So here's my 1/2 cup of stevia blend, dumping into my small bowl of melted butter. And then it calls for a splash of whipping cream, which I should have opened before I turn this camera on, because now I'm struggling. Yep, there we go. Okay, got it. All right, so I'm just going to put a little splash in there. And 1½ teaspoons of vanilla. So we're going to set this monster down and hope that she stays happy. Oh, here. Got it. Yep. Okay, so 1½ teaspoons of this. There's my first teaspoon. My 1/2 teaspoon. Okay. I just used generic vanilla. Oh, that's kind of dirty, but you get the point. Great value. And then I mix that up. Can I see that, please? Thank you. So I'm going to mix that up with my butter that I already had pre-melted. And I like mine baked. This is important. This is a very tiny recipe. So in my opinion, double it up, if not triple it up. When I double it up, it's enough to get me through the week. My family loves this recipe. So I have to double it up or I won't have enough to get through the week because they are constantly getting in the fridge and stealing those little cookie balls. So make sure you do that. Your kids will love it. Your husband will love it. They think it's wonderful junk food. Thank you so much. Okay, so then in a big bowl, you're going to add 1/4 cup of your lean. And this is the vanilla, not the lean meal, but the lean. Yes, doing a good job. Thank you. So I'm going to add 1/4 cup of that. And then 3/4 cup of blanched almond flour. So I get this at Walmart in the flour section. I actually really like this. I've taken it over to my dad's house when he was short on flour for dinners that he was making that are not keto friendly. And he threw it right in. Never noticed a difference between this and regular flour. And actually hate almonds. So I was really surprised at how much I like this. Open a new bag here. Short on measuring cups. So I'm just reusing this 4th cup over and over again. Okay, so there's 3/4 a cup of the blanched almond flour. And then we're gonna add a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Again, I just go with the cheap, Great Value brand. I think I'm cutting my head out of the majority of this, so. Okay, here's my 1/2 teaspoon, dumping that in. And then a 1/2 teaspoon of your baking soda. You know, the stuff that we keep under our sink next to the rat poison. That always freaks me out. I stopped doing that recently. Having some struggles here. Okay, we're just gonna have a little bit of a mess here. Okay, so 1/2 teaspoon of that. Dump that in there. And can you mix that up? Can you stir that? Good job. Keep stirring. Stir, stir, stir. And then we're gonna add a 1/2 cup of sugar-free chocolate chips. So this is not perfect for keto. I got the Hershey's sugar-free chocolate chips. You can get on Amazon and look up keto-friendly chocolate chips, and they're gonna send you something that is perfect for keto. I was not planning well, and also when I order those in the summertime, sometimes it doesn't work out well because they're all melted by the time they get to me. But in the wintertime, it's perfect. So this is what I'm using for today. It does work. It's not as good as the stuff you get on Amazon. Or if you live close to a really good health food store, which in the middle of Barron, Missouri, I do not, then you probably have access to it there too. You don't have to rely on Amazon for everything. So I'm going to use a 1/2 cup of that. Oh no, let's put it all in here. It all stays in here. Yep, just stir, stir, stir. Okay, so I'm going to dump a 1/2 cup of that in there. And Clancy's going to stir that up for me, my super cooking assistant. I'm going to help just a little bit, okay? Because you're doing an excellent job. It's taken a long time. We don't have good enough internet for this video to take 10 years to upload, dear. Okay, and then I'm going to add the bowl of the butter and vanilla and sweetener that I already mixed up. And like I said, if you don't want to bake these, then it doesn't matter what order you put them in. I really like mine baked. My husband and my son like them in those little balls. They don't care for them. I mean, they like them baked, but they just want to be able to eat them faster. So. So I'm going to stir this up. And I may have melted my butter just a little too long. And by may have, I mean I definitely did. So in that case, I'm going to stir this up super well. And then I'm going to put this in the fridge and let it set for about 30 minutes. And then after 30 minutes of setting, I'm going to divide them up into little balls that are about tablespoon sized balls. Each one of these has between 3/4 of a carb to 0.3 carbs, and it has 9 grams of fat. So it's low carb, high fat. For those of you that are doing the keto, this made a huge difference for me. I didn't learn to do this until well into my diet, and I kept plateauing and kind of hitting a mark where I'd lose 5 pounds and I'd stay at that point for another 2 weeks on the scale, and I'd get really frustrated. Turns out that I did not have enough fat in my diet. I was just doing low carb, and with the keto, the rapid weight loss doesn't happen unless you really increase those fat numbers. So this made a huge difference for me. As long as I stuck to the exact diet I was supposed to be on as far as what I was allowed to eat and not allowed to eat, when I incorporated these, my weight loss started happening a lot faster. Plus, you feel good because you're eating that junk that you're craving. You want a bite? Yeah. No? All my kids and my entire family like it except for Clancy. And by all my other kids, I mean my other kid. So this is what it looks like right now. Looks like ooey gooey wonderful cookie dough. I'm going to stick this in the fridge, and I'll show you guys what it looks like later on when I pull it out. And I'll send you the recipe. Thanks, guys.